guys just made $10 million in GTA 5 and you're trying to figure out what you should buy. Last year I made a video just like this and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so we're back again with another episode. So with that said, I hope you enjoy, and let's jump into the very first thing, which is going to be the agency. Now, if you guys have not purchased the agency yet, you are missing out. It's a great way to make money, and of course, there is a ton of awesome, fun, new content with the agency. Obviously, the Dr. Dre contract paying out $1 million when you complete it, which obviously takes a bit of time, but it is still really fun. And then obviously, regular contracts paying out $30,000 to $90,000 or more per contract, which is absolutely insane. You can complete some of these in like 3 to 5 minutes, which I really love. And the best thing is obviously the payphone hits, paying out $85,000 per hit you actually do. You could do one every 20 minutes. You're just pulling in so much money purchasing an agency, and obviously there's a ton of other ways to make money in the game, so if you combine them, you'll be able to make so much money in GTA 5. By the way, if you take a look down below in the description, there's a ton of other guides helping you guys decide what to buy next. If you're looking for a supercar, there's something for you. If you're looking for an off-roading vehicle, that's down there as well. The best businesses to buy, the max profit you can make from every business, everything you need is down below, because I don't want to make this video too long, so check it out if you're interested. Next up, we have Arena War. Arena War is amazing, and I really wish Rockstar would put some more effort into it, releasing some more Arena War vehicles, making some arena events triple money, putting everything on sale again, because it's really fun. And even if you're not playing Arena War, using the Arena War vehicles in free mode is amazing. It is so much fun. My favorite vehicle to use is the Imperator. I prefer to use the Future Shock version for practically everything because honestly there's no rust on it whatsoever, which I really like, and you can make most of the vehicles look fairly clean. Like the Imperator, for example, you could just throw on a rear kinetic mortar, plasma turrets, spinning blades, maybe a NOS boost, a shunt boost, or a jump boost, and you're good to go. It'll cost you a lot of money, but still it's a ton of fun to drive around in free mode. My favorite vehicle to use is the Bruiser though. This thing is a tank. It has the same abilities as the other Arena War vehicles, either using nitrous on it, having a jump boost or a shunt boost, which are all amazing. But the best part is how strong this thing is. You could just plow through the city for hours with this thing. I used to do that with the Insurgent, and then I did it with the Ramp Buggy and the Phantom Wedge, and I have to say, it's a lot more fun with this freaking beast. Because for some reason, it's just way more fun. I enjoy using the Ramp Buggy, I enjoy using the Phantom Wedge, but when it comes to just having fun, the Bruiser is the route that I go down because it has so many cool abilities. It's just way more fun, and I would highly recommend buying it. You really don't even need to put anything on it at the start. All you need to do is put whatever kind of ramming upgrade it has on the front, and you're good to go. This thing will be an absolute beast, and when you make a little bit more money, or like I said, if you made 10 mil, then honestly just upgrade it because it is so much fun to drive this thing around. I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, and I really hope to see some new Arena War content in the future. Next is the Oppressor Mark II. Now, there's obviously a huge handful of people that already own it and know how amazing this vehicle is, but I'm speaking to the people that think this vehicle is only a griefing vehicle, and it is terrible. Well, yeah, obviously it has a bad rep because so many people use it to grief. But it's an amazing vehicle to make you money, and it's also one of the best vehicles to get you around the map, especially in somewhat short distances. You can see a little speed test I'm doing here between the Sparrow, the fastest helicopter in the game, compared to the Oppressor Mark II. The benefit of the Oppressor Mark II is its agility. It could stop extremely quickly compared to helicopters and planes, obviously, and even some cars. And obviously that rocket boost plays a huge part. You get off it, you get back on, you hit that rocket boost, and then boom, you're back up at top speed in a matter of seconds. It's an amazing vehicle, and I would highly recommend buying it, and it does get a really bad rep, but honestly, if you think you're going to end up griefing with it, all you got to do is turn homing missiles off. 50% of the time when you die from somebody using an Oppressor Mark II, obviously depending on what kind of lobbies you're in, it's because somebody's just flying through the skies, and then the missile locks onto somebody, and then they shoot, and it kills them. It's that simple. That's what most people do. So if you just turn the homing missiles off until you really need them during a mission or something like that, then you're not really going to grief with them. You're just going to abuse the vehicle for what it's meant for. Trust me, it is worth it, and if you still haven't bought one at this point in time, I'm telling you, it's worth every penny. Let's quickly go over some awesome cars you should consider buying. If you want a muscle car, the STX is way too overpowered to be a muscle car. It's amazing. It feels like you're driving a perfectly balanced sports car. It's outstanding in every single way. So if you want to do muscle car races, the STX is the way to go. If you want to buy a supercar, the CYCLONE is obviously amazing. It has that instant torque and it just takes off. The issue with it is if you're going to be going down some big ramps and races, or you have to clear a jump or something like that, it is an electric vehicle. So when it gets to its top speed, it will not go past that top speed, which kind of sucks. But if you're just doing a regular race, the CYCLONE is amazing and it is very, very fast. Other supercars like the Emirates and the Krieger are usually my go-to vehicles. I honestly prefer both of them. They're pretty much the exact same and I love both of them. They're great at what they're meant to do. If you want to race, trust me, these three cars are amazing. In terms of sports cars, the ITALI GTO is an outstanding vehicle. I usually prefer the ITALI RSX, but if you want something a little cheaper, the GTO is practically the exact same thing as the RSX, and in my opinion, I kind of prefer the looks of the GTO a bit more. It looks really, really cool. When it comes down to sports car races, the GTO is the way to go, unless you're going to be off-roading at all throughout the race. Then you want to consider purchasing the Jugular. The reason why you want to buy this thing is because its handling is incredible. It's also extremely fast, and when you go off-road in this thing, it feels like you're still on a road. There's been so many times I do races in this car, and the second we go off-road, I get a massive lead and then I win the race because this car's handling is immaculate. And then when it comes down to some bikes, if you want an amazing speed bike, the Shinobi is the best speed bike in the game in my opinion. It does cost a lot of money, which is the downside, but it has a ton of cool customizations and it's extremely fast. But in terms of just best bikes, the SHOTARO is hands down the best bike in the entire game. It looks really cool and its performance is just amazing. Nothing else can compete with it. It's that simple. But if you want something a bit cheaper because those bikes are expensive, the HAKUCHOU Drag is an amazing motorcycle to use. Most people use this thing in time trials because, yeah, the acceleration off the line isn't great, but when you have to slow down around a turn and then you need to speed up again, this thing is a drag bike. It just takes off. It's a great bike and it's cheaper than $1 million. So if you're looking for something that's cheap, but not dirt cheap and not too expensive, then obviously this bike is perfect for you. Some other amazing vehicles, the B-11 Strike Force. You want a good fighter jet? This is definitely a good fighter jet. It's not the best in the game. Honestly, one of the best fighter jets, or I guess dogfighting planes to use, would be something like the Starling. It's an amazing vehicle, but if you want something really fun, and obviously it's a Warthog, when you shoot the freaking minigun cannon on this thing, it sounds like a beast, and if you hear it coming, you're gonna shit your pants because this thing is an absolute tank in the skies. Obviously, it could drop bombs as well. It's my preferred plane to use, and I think it's pretty great. Obviously, like I said, there's links down below in the description if you guys wanted to go into more detail on some amazing air vehicles as well. And obviously, that's not the only vehicle. Vehicles like the SPARROW are really great. If you haven't purchased it already and you've been doing the Kauparico heist, you could be cutting your time in half. In terms of doing preps, this thing is amazing. You just start the prep, get in the helicopter, and go. Also, it's the fastest helicopter in the game with a top speed of 168 miles per hour, which is incredible. When I need to use a helicopter and I want it right next to me, all I have to do is request it in through the interaction menu, and then it spawns like 10 feet away from me. It's definitely my go-to helicopter. If you want a great plane, consider purchasing the SEABREEZE. It's awesome, it could drop bombs, and it does have guns on it, but the best part is it can land in the water. Before, all we had was the Dodo, and that thing was really slow. Now we have this thing. It's a lot faster, and it can take off way quicker from the water as well. It's honestly a lot of fun, especially if one of your friends gets stranded out there and you want to go pick them up. All you got to do is fly out there and then land in the water. It's awesome. If you want another awesome helicopter, the Aquila is amazing. I believe it's one of the best helicopters, if not the best helicopter in the game. Between this and the FH-1 Hunter, they're pretty much neck and neck. But for me, the Aquila is better because, one, you can go off the radar indefinitely. Like, literally forever. All you gotta do is click one button and then boom, the missiles go in and nobody could see you on the radar whatsoever, which is awesome. Plus, its agility is amazing. It can fire tons of rockets at once. It's really powerful, and it's also the strongest helicopter in the game when shooting a gun against its engine, which is also very, very good because, you know, those oppressor griefers and just honestly people shooting you and NPCs, it'll help out a lot to have a nice strong helicopter. I believe it's the best one in the game, and I know a lot of people agree with me. If you don't, let me know down below in the comment section what helicopter you think is the best in the game. Next up is the FAGGIO mod. This is hands down one of the best vehicles in the game. It has a beautiful design and a ton of absolutely stunning upgrades that you could throw on this thing. I'm telling you, you're going to be driving this thing down the road, and the amount of looks you're going to get from other players and NPCs is going to be incredible. Obviously, I'm just joking. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap the video up for today. Like I said, down below in the description are a ton of other detailed guides on what you should consider buying in GTA 5 if you want to reinvest the money or you want to spend more money on awesome, fun stuff in the game. Take a look down below in the description. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.